so let's take a step back from enterprise for just a second and let's talk about the journey of Magic Leap. And so how has it been for Magic Leap to operate in such a competitive landscape where big tech companies are investing massive amounts in new AR devices? And how is that competition driving innovation in the space? And what has it meant for your focus?
Well, for one, all we do at Magic Leap is augmented reality. We build a headset that allows you to see digital content in your physical world. We're not building anything else. We're not trying to sell you cloud. We're cloud agnostic. We're not selling advertising. We're just delivering a solution to the market that's useful and usable. So, and the way that we can compete is we partner. So we partner with third-party ISVs, for instance, who've built solutions for a 2D world, and they want to see more value by bringing those solutions to our platform. And so we're working on building an ecosystem of enterprise developers and ISVs who can build on our platform and deliver that value to our customers.
Wow. And so where is this metaverse movement going from here, especially when it comes to AR? And how is the industry going to evolve over the next months and years?
Well, our initial focus are on just a handful of industries in enterprise, and those are healthcare, public sector, and manufacturing. These are largely industries that are already used to having something on their eyes. In healthcare, the doctors may have a magnifying surgery. Manufacturing workers might have safety glasses on. Defense are used to wearing goggles. Public sector. So these are the industries we're focused on the earliest. And the types of customers that we've been working with, for instance, Ericsson does a very innovative solution using the device to augment what's called a Gemba walk. That's a Japanese procedure in manufacturing facilities where the manager walks around and looks for efficiencies. So if you put the device on, the manager can now walk around and see that machines are needing maintenance over here, and this machine's offline, and the statistics of this machine look like it may be nearing the end of life. And so it augments the ability for the manager to keep their factory running smoothly and efficiently. And in healthcare, we're seeing things like we have a customer, Brain Lab, who develops a solution that brings our brain's images into a 3D version. So ahead of surgeries, they can train doctors on the surgical pathways that they'll be taking. So just a number of useful, innovative solutions right here, right now, with the product in its current format. Going forward, though, that's a good question. I like to think of it as very similar to the early days of mobile phones. So they were a bit big, they were costly, but they served a purpose. They allowed enterprise, for instance, if your workforce was traveling salespeople and they had to call back to the office, previously they would have to find a parking spot and then a phone booth and make that phone call. Well, a mobile phone in their hands gave them time back, and that was real value. There was real return on investment for those companies. That's the stage that we're in with augmented reality. Over time, the device will get smaller and lighter. In fact, our second generation device is half the weight of the first one. It's about 20% smaller. And that is the trajectory that mobile phones took as well. They were very big, and then they came down the slope to now we have them in our pocket. The exact same thing will happen in augmented reality. As the silicon integrates further, the componentry starts to take less and less space, and the technology matures even more. Then we'll be at the point where we can get this very immersive augmented reality in a device like the glasses that you're wearing.
That is fascinating, and there's so much to look forward to. And they're saying that the future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. And so the future has to come first from somewhere. What industry is going to be the first to meet the future in terms of AR?
Well, I think it is those industries. Healthcare, I think, will forever be changed. We are working on a device, our next generation device, that allows you to bring the headset into the operating room. So the surgeon can now have the headset on, see the patient, and see any number of screens, virtual screens, that they can see the images of their anatomy, what they're getting ready to operate on. It's going to completely change how healthcare gets delivered. But the other thing we've done is with our next gen product, we have the ability to dim the light around you. So augmented reality is all about having a light field in front of your eyes. You're tricking your eyes into seeing digital content. But for surgeons, they've asked for the ability to take the bright lights of the operating room down so they can look at just perhaps the knee that they're operating on. So we can now dynamically dim that and then bring it back out again, almost to the effect of going between AR and VR. And that's a feature set that will be super powerful in those sorts of situations.